is going from imagination, something that you think is unbelievable, such as superhuman, and then transitioning that from something that you think would be really cool but you don't believe in to something that you believe in.
We gave you a little piece of this answer earlier when we said that just because we believe doesn't mean that we can transfer it to you. We can't believe something enough that we can force you to believe it. You have to be in the vicinity. Your desire and doubt about your desire are very different vibrations. Here's what trips people up. If they want something that they have not experienced before, and even more, they want something so unusual that they don't even know anybody that's experienced it before. They want it, but they really don't believe it. The reason they don't believe it is because they haven't seen it. So what this is speaking to is the human tendency to need to see it before you believe it, which is exactly opposite to what you said coming in, because you knew that you were going to be part of the force of creators that would create a lot of things that had never been before. Think about the evolution of your society and the things that now you're experiencing that those a generation or two or three or four or five could never even have begun to imagine. And so what we're getting at here, we like this conversation so much because it speaks to the heart of everything that we've been teaching for so long. There is a vibrational reality that is a real creation that you can't see, but you can believe in it. And you know why you can believe in it? Because your inner being is standing right smack dab in the middle of it, not just believing in it, but being it. So the pathway to your belief is to connect with your inner being who does believe. Not just believes, your inner being knows. So this conversation, such a wonderful one, is about thoughts turning to things. And how can I, a normal human, believe in a thing that hasn't already come about? I've gotten so used to just looking at the things that have come about and judging them. That's a good thing, that's a bad thing, that's a wanted thing, that's an unwanted thing, that I've not even thought very much about where all this creation comes from, even though I've been a big part of it, even before my birth into this body. And now I'm here, I'm a really big part of it, as knowing what I don't want creates more of what I do want. Can you imagine what the collective consciousness vortex of creation must be like? Most humans can't even begin to imagine it or to think about it because they're so busy looking at the conflicts in the world or the current reality. So what we're saying to you is, what you think is reality is old news, and what really is reality is this vibrational reality that's in the state of becoming. You have to find a way of feeling your way to it if you can't see and hear and smell and taste and touch your way to it, which is what we've been talking about. So your inner being is all over it. And if you, now that you want this so much, are not in a state of resistance, then ideas will start to flow to you that will let you consciously observe the unfolding as these thoughts turn to things. You see, that's our desire for all of you, because we know for sure that what life has caused you to ask for will manifest. All that good stuff that you're asking for, it must be. It's what the evolution of all species is about. It's what expansion is. It's what eternity is. It's what infinity is. It's what we all are. It will be. The question is, will you still be here in your physical body, and will you be the one who gets to observe it? Will you be the witness to your own creation? Or will you just create and doubt and die and then know? So if you've decided to be one who creates and who stays in this physical body and who aligns with source, which is like dying, in that you have access to that same knowing, then you will get to be one of those happiest of all people who get to witness the magic, it's not magic, of the universal unfolding of what you want, because you can be or do or have anything that you desire, and universal forces will assist you in doing that, you see. But you can't stay in doubt and get what you want, because you'll be blind to it as it unfolds, and you'll zig and zag as it unfolds, and you won't get to witness it. You won't be a part of it. But if you're tuned into it, if you're feeling your way there rather than needing to explain your way there or needing to point out that it's already done, it's no fun to just regurgitate what others have created. It's ever so much more delicious to create your own reality. Did we get there for you? Such a good conversation. We loved every delicious morsel of that.
I bought a CD, so I'm going to re-listen to it until it does get to me. So
here it is in a nutshell. One day, a lady came to a seminar in Los Angeles, and she sat in the hot seat, smaller groups back then, and she explained to everyone how much she wanted to have a baby and how long she had wanted that and how it kept not happening. And then she came again 6 months later and explained that again, and then she came again, and she couldn't hear what we were saying. She just kept explaining, giving everybody a sort of status report of what was going on. And then one day, after 2.5 years of that sort of conversation, she sat in the hot seat and announced to everyone, and some people knew her because they'd been there before too. She announced that she was pregnant, and she was so delighted, so excited. Before, she'd explained how she just wanted to take her baby trick-or-treating, and she so wanted to have all of these fun things. And so now here she is, and she's all lighted up, and there's no doubt in her vibration, and there's no absence of baby in her vibration, even though she still didn't have a baby that she could take trick-or-treating. In other words, she's pregnant. The baby had not manifested into physical form in the way that she really wanted it to. In other words, she has a baby, but you know what we mean. She doesn't have a baby yet. She's not kissing it and hugging it, and she's not changing its diaper, and she's not taking it trick-or-treating. And we want you all to know that your vortex is pregnant with all of the things that you're asking for, and that if you could just be like this girl who now knows she's pregnant, now she's no longer looking at the absence of it. So your vortex has everything that you want. You've just got to trust the process. Doesn't even take 9 months. You just got to trust the process that it's there. And when you trust that process, then you get to witness the unfolding of it. You get to witness the turning of thoughts to things. And you know what? That's why you're here. You're source energy in physical bodies, which means you like manifestations. You want to take a vibration into a thought, and a thought into a word, and a word into an action, and you want to rendezvous with it all the way along, and you want it to come into full-blown manifestation. You're here to manifest. You are here to manifest things. Every moment in time is a manifestation, but all that stuff and experiences and realness that you want and that you mean when you call it reality, you know what it is? It's the demonstration of the alignment along the way. Wanted or not wanted, as it happens, it's still a demonstration of the alignment along the way. So now we're going to give you one of the first statements that we ever made to you through Esther's vortex. There are 2 ways to know what you are in the process of creating. One is wait till it shows up and then look at it and say, there it is. The other is pay attention to the way you feel. The way you feel is your indicator of what you're in the process of creating.